Welcome to my Ascended Astrology Starseed Continuum. And the mission here is to anchor cosmic wisdom with embodied evolution. And we're doing that through remembering, resonance, and alignment. And the way that I'm reading these cards is with the universal language of numbers. So these are our 9 cards. The first row is our tarot. The second row is our oracle support. And the third row is our frequencies. So let's just jump right in to this reading. And the first card we're going to read is the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords, right there on the left, is all about forward motion, forward movement. And so we're moving, we're feeling free to move forward, and it is going right into the next card, which is the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles is about devotion to your practice. And that's why the Knight of Swords is able to move forward. And then the last card in the tarot row is the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is you are feeling that you having knowingness now moving forward. Just as we're finishing the Gemini season, this is the Pisces reading for the Gemini season. So it's like a culmination of the 12 zodiac signs in the Gemini season. The next card we're going to read is the 8 at the awakening level. And the 8 is where it's bringing in, it's not just abundance. The 8 is abundance, but it's an abundance of everything, not just money. It's like you're having things that are coming in that are infusing you with moving forward. And then we have the second card of the oracle support, and that is the creative expression at the master level. So it means that things are coming in to help you move forward with that Knight of Swords, bringing in that Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. So the third card in the oracle row is the 17. And so look at this. You've got the 8 at the awakening level and the 8 at the embodiment level. And it's like sandwiched between the 30, which is creative expression. Now I want to ask you, as you're watching this Pisces reading, what are you feeling? What do you want to get out of this reading? Because it can bring in new ideas for you, and that's what it's doing. Now let's go down to the frequency row. The frequency row is the 1, which is the innovator. This means that new ideas are coming in to infuse your life. That's what the message is. And then we bring in the 22, which is master creator. And that is, so we have, you can see they're pretty clear, but you can see the 1, which is the innovator, the 22, which is master creator. And this is conscious creation. And it moves right up into that 30 at the master level, which is creative expression, but it's conscious. And then we have the 11, And the 11 brings in the inspired blueprint. And I'm looking at this reading and I'm looking at what it's bringing in for me. It's bringing in, it's like things are coming in and I'm being inspired to move forward. I'm not looping in the matrix, that Knight of Swords, which is allowing me to cut through. And then you have the Eight of Pentacles, because I've been doing my due diligence, and that Ace of Swords really brings in the clear knowing. So that's kind of just to give you a little example of what this reading is bringing in the last reading of the Gemini season. Now we're going to look at all three roles together. What this reading is about and message for what it's bringing in is answer the call, stay devoted to the process. Clarity will naturally emerge as we embody what we've learned. We'll discover that we've been building our living blueprint all along. Now we're bringing up the slide that is our bioquantum frequency map. And there are 6 codes in this frequency map. And this is where we're moving from the 2-strand DNA into the 12-strand. Each one of these codes is a strand of DNA. And so we're just going to read these 6 levels of cell ascension with these cards. Our first card is the 1. This is the innovator. This is where you're bringing in new ideas, and this is your epigenetic awakening. What's happening is all of the things are clearing away that may have stopped you from allowing the divine to inform you. So this one brings in new, innovative ideas. And then our second code is the 11. And the 11 is the environmental awakening. And so the environmental awakening, it's like you're seeing that you are no longer reaching outside of yourself to get your answers. This is that environmental listening to where you're allowing this 11, which is mastermind, to go in and code you for mastery. And then we bring in the next code, which is your mental reprogramming. And this is the 5. This is the shapeshifter. And it is actually moving and allowing change, freedom, and sovereignty to come in and code you with grace and ease. And then our fourth code, which is the activation. This is the 6. And the 6 allows you to move out of chemicals. It brings you into that space where you are listening to the divine and the chemicals aren't running at this point. And then the next code is this is where the points of the body come in and the body starts to lead. And it's the 3. And the 3 is the point is right here. And whenever you need to remember this reading, just lightly push right between the web, between the pointer finger and the thumb, and you just push right there. And the light language for this is alum, alum, alum. Now, we're reading the sixth level is what your frequency is moving into. And so the frequency is the messenger, and it's bringing in that place of the divine is coming in. You're listening, you're taking action on what you're hearing. And so this is your frequency map for Pisces in the Gemini season. Now we're going to take one more look at the cards. We're just going to look at just take these cards in: the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords. So you've got two swords and they're cutting through. Then you have the Oracle support cards. You have the 8, which is where you're bringing in abundance. Then the 30, which is the master level of creative expression, moving over to that 8. So you have bookends. You have the 8 at the awakening level, and you have the 8 at the embodiment level. And then our 3 frequency cards. You have the 1, the innovator, the 22, the master creator, and the 11, the mastermind. So now we're going to just pause. Now I'm just going to just look at these codes, look at these cards, and see just what the message is, because there is one card in each row that is lighting up for me. And we're going to bring it in and shorten the reading on what we're honing in on. The first card that we're going to bring in is the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is about the momentum building as we're completing the Gemini season. It's like all of the cards, all of the 12 zodiac signs that we have read in the Gemini season, which is about the expression we're bringing in, and that Knight of Swords is bringing in the momentum, and it's gaining as we're getting ready to go into the Cancer season. The next code that is lighting up in the Oracle support is the 30. This is the master level of the 3, which is creative expression. Look at the bullseye with this 30. It is bringing in, just bringing in that place where the divine is informing you to move forward. And now with this 30 in the expression, you are listening and doing at that 4th level of consciousness. And then we're doing the 3rd row, which is the frequency row. And the card that's lighting up is the 1. And the 1 is about being an innovator, and it is about bringing in new ideas. So this 1, which is the way shower, is allowing you to choose new ideas as you're bringing in this. These are brand new ideas that you have never thought of before. So this is your reading. This is your Pisces reflection in the Gemini season. And so I would like to invite you into following me, liking and subscribing and following me on this journey. Because on Monday, we are just going to do a couple of little short readings because on the 5th of July, we are going to start the Cancer season. We will read all 12 zodiac signs in the Cancer season and see what is in store for us as we're moving through July. So I would like to hear from you. I really enjoy doing these readings, and I'd love to hear what you have to say. So thank you. Thank you very much for joining me. And we will see you again next week, where we're just going to do some short readings with a individual theme and picking 6 oracle cards. I've enjoyed completing this Gemini season for you, and we will meet again next week as we're doing something a little bit different. So thank you, and I really enjoy it. Thank you for joining me. We will see you on Monday.